Welcome to the first part of my Iceberg video on the many adaptations of Jekyll and Hyde. Today, we'll be diving deep into the history of this fascinating story, starting with the most well-known versions and going all the way to the most obscure. Just like an iceberg, there's a lot more beneath the surface. So, let's get started. Layer 1. Tip of the iceberg. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1931. Our first stop at the top of the iceberg is the 1931 film adaptation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, directed by Ruben Mamoulian and starring Frederick March. This version is renowned for its groundbreaking special effects and March's Academy Award-winning performance. The film closely follows the original plot, with Dr. Jekyll creating a potion that transforms him into the monstrous Mr. Hyde. The transformation scenes, achieved with innovative techniques, are still impressive today and contribute to the film's lasting legacy. Fun fact: Frederick March's transformation into Mr. Hyde was achieved using a combination of makeup and special lighting effects that revealed the makeup progressively. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1941. Next, we have the 1941 adaptation directed by Victor Fleming, starring Spencer Tracy, Ingrid Bergman, and Lana Turner. This version is notable for its psychological depth and strong performances, particularly Tracy's nuanced portrayal of the dual nature of Jekyll and Hyde. While it closely follows the plot of the novella, it also adds Hollywood flair, enhancing the dramatic and suspenseful elements. Fun fact: Spencer Tracy initially wanted Katharine Hepburn to play both female leads, but the studio cast Ingrid Bergman and Lana Turner instead. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1968. In 1968, a TV movie adaptation brought the story to the small screen. Directed by Charles Jarrett and starring Jack Palance, this version is significant for its accessibility and faithful retelling of the story. Palance's performance captures the torment and duality of the character, making it a memorable adaptation for television audiences. Fun fact: Jack Palance's intense performance as Mr. Hyde was so convincing that it reportedly frightened some of the cast and crew. Mary Reilly, 1996. Finally, in this layer, we have Mary Reilly, 1996, directed by Stephen Frears and starring Julia Roberts and John Malkovich. This adaptation takes a unique perspective by telling the story from the viewpoint of Dr. Jekyll's maid, Mary Reilly. While it deviates from the original plot, it provides a fresh angle on the familiar tale, focusing on the psychological horror and gothic atmosphere that permeates Stevenson's work. Fun fact: the film is based on the novel Mary Reilly by Valerie Martin, which itself is a reimagining of Stevenson's novella from the perspective of a household servant.